hey internet. I've been doing a bit of reading recently, and let's talk about that. I recently watched Christina Horner's second book guilt video, where a year later she realized that she still hadn't read most of the books that she had featured in the previous year's book guilt video, but she made a new one of more books that she had acquired in the last year and not read yet. So we're gonna go for a little visit to my bookshelf, and I'm gonna show you my book guilt. So I've tried to organize my book guilt into sort of logical categories, and here's what I've come up with. So first of all, we have the Crystal Singers series. It's a single volume trilogy, which was given to me as a birthday gift by a very good friend, because apparently I reminded him of the main character. Have I opened it? Not so much. There are the books that I bought at Powell's in Portland when we went down for LeakyCon. Got Maureen Johnson's The Name of the Star, which she signed. Whoop, there it is. She signed. We've got Matilda in hardcover, because I'm a terrible nerd and somehow had never read this. And speaking of being a terrible nerd, because I haven't opened it yet, The Wise Man's Fear, Patrick Rothfuss's second book. I adored the first one, just haven't gotten to the second one. There's these two mystery novels by Barbara Fradkin, which were very highly recommended to me at When Words Collide this year. Apparently the board of directors of When Words Collide have been passing the first one of these around since they found out that Barbara Fradkin was going to be at last year's conference, because it's that good and I like mystery and just haven't gotten to them yet. We have, whoop, I keep leaning out of the frame, I'm sorry about that. We have these books that I bought because they were written by people I know, by friends of mine. We have What Kings Ate and Wizards Drank by my friend Krista. We have the first Eric Weiss Chronicles, Demon Gate by Marty Chan. And we have Pathfinder Tales, Prince of Wolves by Dave Gross. We've also got a couple of books that I picked up because their authors were going to be at PureSpec this year, such as The Hunchback Assignments by Art Slade, who was our YA guest of honor for Pure Speculation. We also have Curtsies and Conspiracies, the second volume in Gail Carriger's Finishing School series, which I bought at PureSpec, and I got her to sign it, and I was super excited, and I haven't read it yet. Then we have the ones that I mail ordered in the last year. We've got J.R. Ward's Lover Unleashed. I mean, yeah, okay, it's vampire romance. I love vampire romance. But it's gotta be good smut, okay? None of this Stephanie Meyer crap. Good smut. And because it was recommended by Haley G. Hoover in one of her videos, Finding Cassie Crazy by Jacqueline Moriarty. Haven't opened it either. Then there are the books that I borrowed from someone specifically to read. And those are The King's Peace and The King's Name by Jo Walton, which I borrowed from my husband's cousin because, again, I met the author and she was delightful, very Welsh, cool accent. And I didn't know where to start. And Cousin Ross said, ooh, start with these ones. These ones are great. So I said, can I borrow them? And of course I could borrow them. And I've had these books a really long time now. Sorry, Ross. And finally, these are the newest additions to my pile of this year's book guilt, which are Food for the Gods by Karen Dudley and Thunder Road and Tombstone Blues by Chadwick Ginther. And these I actually won. I'm pretty pleased about this because Chadwick was at Pierspec this year, and there had been some delay on the shipping of his books, so I was not able to buy them from him there. And then his publisher had a contest where, and I got all 3 of these from there, where they would, they could, it was one of these Facebook things where you just had to follow them and like a post and share a photo or something, and they picked one person who did that to win these 3 books. They're all signed, and I won, and I never win, so that was pretty cool.